lawsuits over healthcare as most places. But on March 11, 2013, the Disability Rights Network of Pennsylvania filed a federal lawsuit against you specifically, challenging the unconstitutional treatment of prisoners with serious mental health illness in solitary confinement. Secretary Wetzel, I think you must be aware of how devastating solitary confinement is to the inmates. My question is, what alternatives are you coming up with for solitary confinement?
Thank you. Yes, and what he's referring to is there was a lawsuit by the Disability Rights Network specifically for mentally ill offenders held in our disciplinary housing units. And it made a series of allegations. And the whole issue of solitary confinement is a big issue in the field because historically that's been kind of the default. So if somebody doesn't follow the rules within the prison, the response is what the gentleman referred to as solitary confinement, or what we refer to as segregation. So I'll talk holistically about segregation. It's an area that, as a discipline and certainly as a state, we're looking at reducing. With the folks that are mentally ill and get in those systems in particular, they're a challenging group. And I talked about our significant increase in the percentage of mentally ill offenders in our system. A piece of that, and the smallest group of that, or who the folks are talking about, are about 7% of folks who would meet the criteria of seriously mentally ill. So they would meet the same criteria in the community where they'd be in a mental health home or getting mental health services. And the group that we agree on are seriously mentally ill folks who are not violent. That group, there's no agreement. There's an agreement that solitary confinement or segregation should be used for them in very short doses. The group that we will argue about, and the meat of the lawsuit will become the small group of mentally ill offenders who present a significant risk to themselves or someone else, and how to respond to them. So we've been working, actually the Department of Justice has been working with us since last year on this very specific issue at SCI Crescent with mentally ill offenders in SEG. So we've made significant changes to our system over the past year. I anticipate we will stay on that course and continue to work in that direction. But again, I think the meat of this lawsuit will be specifically with those who present a danger to themselves or others and what to do. Thank you for your